The greatest gift of life is not always found in wealth, success, or achievements. Sometimes, the greatest blessing arrives in the form of a person who walks into your life and changes the meaning of everything. Finding the right wife is not just about finding someone to share a home with. It is about finding someone who understands your silence, supports your dreams, stands beside you during struggles, and makes ordinary moments feel extraordinary. Life is a journey full of challenges, disappointments, and unexpected turns. Along the way, many people search for happiness in temporary things, but true happiness often comes from having the right person by your side. A wife who truly loves you becomes your strength when you feel weak, your peace when life feels chaotic, and your motivation when you want to give up. She does not just become a part of your story. She becomes one of the most beautiful chapters of your life. The right wife is not someone who only stays with you during your best days. She is the person who holds your hand when life becomes difficult. She believes in you when others doubt you. She reminds you of your worth when you forget it yourself. Her love is not measured by expensive gifts or perfect moments. It is measured by loyalty, patience, kindness, and the small things she does every day to make your life better. Finding the right life partner is not about finding a perfect person because perfection does not exist. It is about finding someone whose imperfections match your heart. It is about finding someone with whom you can grow, learn, and build a future together. A strong relationship is not created by two people who never face problems. It is created by two people who choose each other even when problems appear. A good wife brings a special kind of happiness into life. She becomes the person you want to share your victories with, and the person you need during your difficult moments. Her presence can turn a simple house into a home. Her words can bring comfort after a long day. Her smile can become the reason you feel grateful for your life. But finding the right wife also comes with a responsibility. Love is not only about receiving, it is about giving. A husband must respect, appreciate, protect, and value the woman who chooses to walk beside him. A beautiful relationship is built when both partners make each other feel important, respected, and loved. Small acts of kindness, honest communication, and genuine care can create a bond stronger than any challenge. Many people spend their lives searching for someone who makes them happy, but the secret to a lasting relationship is becoming someone who brings happiness into another person's life. The right wife is a blessing, but being the right husband is also a gift you give in return. When you finally find the person who feels like home, who brings peace to your heart, and who makes you believe in love again, you realize that some blessings are worth waiting for. The greatest gift of life is not simply finding someone to spend your years with, it is finding someone who makes those years meaningful. A true life partner is not just someone who walks beside you in life. She is someone who inspires you to become a better person, someone who shares your dreams, and someone who makes every step of the journey more beautiful. Finding the right wife is truly one of the greatest gifts life can offer. Because when you find the right wife, you do not just find a companion, you find a teammate for life. You find someone who will stand with you through every season, through moments of joy and moments of struggle. Life will not always be easy, and every relationship will face challenges. But the beauty of a strong marriage is knowing that you do not have to face those challenges alone. The right wife does not promise you a life without problems. Instead, she promises that you will never have to fight those battles by yourself. She becomes the person who says, "We will get through this together," when the world feels heavy. Her support gives you courage, and her belief in you helps you reach places you never thought possible. A woman who truly loves you does not only see your achievements, she sees your efforts. She appreciates the battles you fight silently, the sacrifices you make, and the dreams you continue chasing. She understands that behind every strong person, there are moments of weakness, fear, and uncertainty. Instead of judging those moments, she gives you the strength to rise again. The most beautiful relationships are not built on perfection. They are built on understanding. Two people from different backgrounds, with different personalities and different experiences, come together and choose to create something beautiful. They learn each other's hearts, respect each other's differences, and grow stronger together. A wife is not just someone who shares your last name. She is someone who shares your hopes, your fears, and your future. She becomes the person whose happiness matters to you, whose dreams become important to you, and whose smile becomes one of your greatest joys. Sometimes people realize the value of a good partner only after losing the opportunity to appreciate them. Never wait for a special day to show love. Never wait for a perfect moment to express gratitude. The little things matter the most. A kind word, a caring gesture, a moment of attention, and a simple reminder that you are thankful to have her in your life. The right wife is a blessing that should never be taken for granted. She is not someone you own. She is someone you cherish. She is not someone who completes you because you are incomplete. She is someone who walks beside you and helps you become the best version of yourself. True love is not about finding someone who makes your life perfect. It is about finding someone who makes your imperfect life beautiful. It is about having someone who chooses you every day, not because life is always easy, but because the connection, respect, and love are worth fighting for. So if life gives you the blessing of finding the right wife, protect that blessing. Appreciate her presence, respect her heart, and make her feel valued every single day. Because years from now, when you look back at your journey, you will realize that among all the things you achieved, the greatest achievement was not just building a successful life, it was building a beautiful life with the person you love. The greatest gift of life is finding someone who does not just stand beside you when everything is going well, but someone who holds your hand when everything falls apart. That person is not just your wife. She is your partner, your peace, and your forever home, and that is the true beauty of finding the right wife. She does not just become a part of your life, she becomes a reason to love life even more. Her presence changes the way you see the world. The same challenges that once felt impossible become easier, because you know there is someone beside you who believes in you, encourages you, and reminds you that you are capable of overcoming anything. A great relationship is not measured by how many happy moments a couple has, but by how they handle the difficult ones. Anyone can stand beside you when everything is perfect, but a truly special person stays when life becomes uncertain. The right wife is the person who remains your biggest supporter when your dreams take longer than expected, when failures come your way, and when you need someone to remind you that one bad moment does not define your entire journey. Love is not only found in grand promises or beautiful words. Real love is found in everyday actions. It is found in a wife who remembers the little details about you, who cares about your feelings, who celebrates your small victories, and who stands with you even when nobody else understands your struggles. These simple moments create memories that become priceless over time. A successful marriage is built by two people who choose kindness over pride, forgiveness over anger, and understanding over judgment. There will be moments when both people make mistakes, but the strongest couples are not those who never disagree. They are those who never stop choosing each other. They learn to listen, they learn to compromise, and they learn that protecting their relationship is more important than winning an argument. The right wife brings a special kind of peace into your heart. In a world full of noise, pressure, and competition, having someone who feels like your safe place is a blessing. She becomes the person you can talk to without fear, the person you can be yourself with, and the person who accepts you not only for your strengths, but also for your weaknesses. But remember, a beautiful relationship requires effort from both sides. A wife's love should never be taken for granted. The man who truly values his wife does not only provide a comfortable life, he provides emotional security, respect, honesty, and love. He makes her feel appreciated, heard, and important, because a woman who feels loved gives even more love in return. The greatest relationships are not created overnight. They are built day by day, through trust, patience, loyalty, and countless small acts of care. Every conversation, every sacrifice, and every moment of support adds another brick to the foundation of a strong and lasting bond. Finding the right wife is not just about finding someone who makes you smile. It is about finding someone who helps you become stronger, wiser, and better. She inspires you to grow, not because she demands perfection, but because her love makes you want to become the best version of yourself. At the end of life, people rarely remember how much money they earned, how many things they owned, or how many achievements they collected. What they remember are the people who stood beside them, the love they shared, and the moments that gave their life meaning. So when you find the right wife, understand that you have found something truly valuable. You have found a person who can turn ordinary days into beautiful memories, struggles into lessons, and a simple life into a meaningful journey, because the greatest gift of life is not just finding someone to grow old with. The greatest gift is finding someone who makes every year, every month, and every moment worth living, because true love is not about finding a person who completes your life. It is about finding a person who adds meaning, happiness, and purpose to your journey. The right wife becomes a reminder that life is not only about chasing success, but also about creating memories, sharing emotions, and building something that lasts beyond time. There is a special feeling when you know you have found the person who truly understands your heart. It is the comfort of knowing that no matter how difficult the day becomes, there is someone waiting for you with love and care. It is the feeling of having a home not only in a place but in a person. A beautiful marriage is created when two hearts decide to walk together, not because life is always easy, but because the connection is worth protecting. The right wife does not make your problems disappear, but she gives you the strength to face them. She reminds you that every storm has an ending, and every difficult chapter can lead to a better beginning. The most valuable thing a person can give in a relationship is not money, status, or expensive gifts. It is time, attention, respect, and genuine love. A wife remembers the moments when you made her feel special. She remembers your kindness, your efforts, and the times you stood beside her. These are the things that create a relationship stronger than any material possession. A man who has found the right wife has found a true partner. Someone who celebrates his success without jealousy, supports his dreams without hesitation, and encourages him when he feels lost. She becomes the voice that says, "Keep going," when life tries to convince him to stop. And a woman who has found the right husband also deserves the same love and respect. A strong relationship is not built by one person giving everything while the other only receives. It is built when both people choose to care, choose to understand, and choose to protect the love they share. The secret of a lasting relationship is simple. Never stop appreciating each other. Many relationships lose their beauty not because love disappears, but because people stop expressing it. Never assume that your partner already knows how much they mean to you. Say it, show it, prove it through your actions. Tell your wife that you appreciate her. Thank her for the little things she does. Notice her efforts. Make her feel valued. Because when someone feels truly loved, they bring even more happiness, warmth, and positivity into your life. The right wife is not just a person you marry. She is a person you build a future with. She is the one you create dreams with, the one you share your victories with, and the one whose hand you hold through every chapter of life. Years may pass, appearances may change, and circumstances may be different, but a strong bond built on love and respect becomes more beautiful with time. The relationship becomes a story filled with memories, laughter, challenges, and countless reasons to be grateful. So if you are blessed enough to find the right wife, protect that blessing. Do not let pride destroy what love has created. Do not let small misunderstandings become bigger than your connection. Always remember why you chose each other in the beginning, because at the end of the journey, the greatest success is not standing alone at the top. The greatest success is reaching the top and having the person you love standing beside you, smiling, knowing that you both built this beautiful life together. The greatest gift of life is finding the right wife. Someone who does not just walk with you through life, but someone who makes the journey itself more beautiful. Someone who becomes your happiness in ordinary moments, your strength in difficult times, and your forever partner in every season of life. Because when you truly find the right wife, you discover that love is not just a feeling, it is a commitment. It is a daily decision to care, to respect, and to choose the same person again and again. Real love grows stronger when two people understand that a relationship is not built only during happy moments, but also during the times when life tests their patience and strength. The right wife becomes your greatest supporter because she sees the person you are today and the person you are capable of becoming. She believes in your dreams even before they become reality. When others see your failures, she sees your efforts. When others focus on your weaknesses, she reminds you of your strengths. Her belief becomes the power that helps you continue moving forward. A woman who truly loves you does not only want to be part of your success, she wants to be part of your journey. She stands beside you when you are building your future, when you are learning from mistakes, and when you are working hard to achieve your goals. She does not only celebrate the destination, she values every step you take to reach there. The beauty of having the right wife is knowing that you have someone who understands your heart without needing many explanations. Sometimes a single look, a simple smile, or a small gesture can say more than thousands of words. That connection is built through trust, honesty, and years of caring for each other. Marriage is not about finding someone who has no flaws. It is about finding someone whose heart is genuine. It is about finding a person who is willing to grow with you, learn with you, and build a future with you. The perfect partner is not someone who never makes mistakes. It is someone who admits mistakes, learns from them, and continues choosing love. A strong relationship requires two people who protect each other's hearts. Words matter, actions matter. The way you speak to your wife, the way you treat her feelings, and the way you respect her dreams all create the foundation of your relationship. Love is shown not only through promises but through everyday behavior. Never underestimate the power of appreciation. A simple thank you, a warm hug, a kind message, or a moment spent together can mean more than expensive gifts. The person who loves you does not need perfection. They need your presence. They need to know that they matter, that they are seen, and that they are valued. The right wife brings peace that cannot be bought. In a world where people constantly chase more, having someone who brings calmness to your heart is a priceless blessing. She becomes the person you want to share your thoughts with, your dreams with, and your life with. And the most beautiful thing about true love is that it grows deeper with time. The early excitement of a relationship may change, but it transforms into something even more powerful. Trust, friendship, loyalty, and a bond that can survive any challenge. One day, when you look back at your life, you will realize that the most valuable moments were not the things you owned or the achievements you collected. They were the mornings you woke up beside someone you loved, The conversations you shared, the laughter you created, and the memories you built together. Finding the right wife is truly one of life's greatest blessings because you are not just finding a partner for today. You are finding a companion for every tomorrow. Someone who will stand beside you as life changes, as dreams grow, and as years pass. A beautiful relationship is not about two perfect people. It is about two imperfect people who refuse to give up on each other. Two hearts that choose understanding over anger, forgiveness over pride, and love over everything else. Because in the end, the greatest gift of life is not simply finding someone to spend your life with. It is finding someone who makes you grateful for every moment you are alive. Someone who turns a house into a home, a journey into an adventure, and a lifetime into a beautiful love story. Because the right wife is not just a person who enters your life. She is a blessing that changes the way you experience life. She teaches you that happiness is not always found in achieving more, but sometimes it is found in sharing what you already have with someone who truly cares about you. A beautiful relationship creates a different kind of strength. It gives you the courage to face challenges because you know there is someone who believes in you. When life becomes difficult, her words can become your motivation. When you feel tired, her support can become your energy. When you feel lost, her love can remind you of your purpose. The right wife becomes the person who knows your journey from the beginning. She knows your struggles, your dreams, your fears, and your hopes. She understands the battles you fight that nobody else sees. She knows the sacrifices you make and the efforts you put in to create a better future. That understanding is one of the most precious forms of love. True love is not about having a relationship where everything is always perfect. It is about having someone who chooses to stay when things are not perfect. It is about finding a person who says, "We will fix this together," instead of walking away when challenges appear. A wife's love has the power to transform a man's life. A supportive wife can inspire a man to dream bigger, work harder, and become a better version of himself. Her encouragement can become the reason he keeps going when he feels like giving up. Behind many successful people is someone who believed in them before the world recognized them. But the beauty of love is that it works both ways. A husband must also become a source of happiness, comfort, and security for his wife. He must listen to her, respect her opinions, appreciate her sacrifices, and remind her that she is valued. A woman who feels loved gives love in its purest form. The strongest couples understand that love is not only about emotions, it is about responsibility. It is about protecting each other's happiness. It is about creating a safe space where both people can be themselves without fear of judgment. Small moments create the biggest memories. A conversation after a long day, a laugh shared together, a supportive message during a difficult time, or simply sitting together in silence, these moments become the treasures of life. Years later, these are the memories that bring a smile to your face. The right wife is someone who makes you appreciate the simple things. She teaches you that a peaceful evening together can be more valuable than any luxury. A genuine smile can be more meaningful than any expensive gift. A loving heart can be more precious than anything money can buy. Never forget that love needs attention. Just like a beautiful garden needs care to grow, a relationship needs kindness, patience, and effort. The strongest love stories are created by people who never stop choosing each other. Choose to be the person your partner deserves. Choose to communicate when things are difficult. Choose forgiveness when mistakes happen. Choose gratitude instead of taking love for granted. Because finding the right wife is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of a new and beautiful chapter. It is the beginning of building a life where two people become a team, where dreams become shared dreams, and where every challenge becomes easier because you face it together. The greatest gift of life is finding someone who sees your heart, accepts your imperfections, believes in your future, and chooses to walk beside you through every season. That person is not just your wife. She is your partner, your best friend, your biggest supporter, and the beautiful reason you believe that true love is worth waiting for, because when you find the right wife, you find a person who makes even the ordinary moments of life feel extraordinary. You realize that happiness is not always about grand celebrations or perfect circumstances. Sometimes happiness is simply coming home after a difficult day and knowing there is someone waiting for you with love, understanding, and a smile. The right wife becomes a beautiful reminder that life is meant to be shared. Your achievements become more meaningful because you have someone to celebrate them with. Your struggles become easier because you have someone who helps you carry them. Your dreams become stronger because you have someone who believes in them. A true life partner does not only stand beside you when you are successful. She stands beside you while you are becoming successful. She sees the process, the hard work, the failures, and the moments when you doubt yourself. She sees the person behind the achievements and loves you for who you truly are. The most valuable thing about a relationship is not finding someone who makes you happy every second. It is finding someone who gives you peace even during difficult moments. The world can be stressful, people can disappoint you, and challenges can test your patience, but the right person becomes your safe place. A wife who truly loves you does not compete with you. She grows with you. She does not try to change who you are. She inspires you to become better. She does not hold your past against you. She believes in the person you are trying to become, and this is why choosing the right life partner is one of the most important decisions in life. A beautiful relationship can give you confidence, emotional strength, and a sense of purpose. The right person can make a difficult journey feel possible. But remember, love is not only about finding the right person. It is also about becoming the right person. A strong marriage requires a husband and wife who both understand the value of commitment. It requires patience when emotions are high, kindness when disagreements happen, and forgiveness when mistakes are made. The greatest couples are not those who never face problems. The greatest couples are those who face problems together. They understand that the enemy is not each other. The enemy is the problem they are trying to solve together. A wife is not just someone who shares your happiness. She is someone who shares your responsibilities. She becomes your partner in building a family, creating memories, and shaping a future. Her dreams matter, her feelings matter, her happiness matters. Never let the person you love feel unnoticed. Sometimes people search for extraordinary ways to show love, but the most powerful expressions are often simple. Listening carefully, showing respect, keeping promises, and being present, these are the things that build a forever relationship. The right wife is a blessing because she brings a different kind of wealth into your life. Not the wealth that can be counted, but the wealth of love, trust, companionship, and emotional support. These are the treasures that remain valuable throughout life. When two people truly love each other, they create a world of their own. They create inside jokes, shared dreams, unforgettable memories, and a bond that becomes stronger with every passing year. One day, when you look back at your life, you may forget many things you achieved. But you will remember the person who held your hand through it all. You will remember the person who laughed with you, cried with you, supported you, and believed in you. That is why finding the right wife is one of the greatest gifts life can offer. Because the right person does not just make your present better, she makes your future brighter. She becomes the reason you look forward to tomorrow. She becomes the person you thank life for. She becomes the beautiful answer to the prayers you once made while waiting for the right love to arrive. The greatest gift of life is not simply finding someone to spend your years with. It is finding someone who makes every year worth living, because at the heart of every great relationship is a simple truth. The right person does not make your life perfect, but they make your life more meaningful. They bring light into your darkest moments, hope into your difficult days, and happiness into the ordinary moments that might otherwise pass unnoticed. Finding the right wife is not just about finding someone who loves you when everything is going well. It is about finding someone who chooses you when life becomes challenging. Someone who stays when things are difficult, who listens when words are hard to express, and who reminds you that every struggle can be overcome when two hearts stand together. A strong marriage is built on thousands of small moments of love. It is built when you choose patience instead of anger. It is built when you choose understanding instead of judgment. It is built when you choose to protect each other's hearts instead of trying to prove who is right. The right wife becomes a reflection of the love and respect you give her. When you treat her with kindness, she feels safe. When you value her opinions, she feels respected. When you appreciate her efforts, she feels loved. A relationship grows stronger when both people understand that love is not something you simply say. It is something you show every day. Many people search for someone who will make their dreams come true, but the most beautiful relationships happen when two people decide to build dreams together. They become each other's motivation, each other's support system, and each other's reason to keep moving forward. A wife who truly loves you becomes your greatest blessing because she knows the person behind your achievements. She knows your fears that you hide from the world. She knows the struggles you never talk about. She knows your heart, and she chooses to love you anyway. That kind of love is rare. It is not based on appearance, wealth, or temporary happiness. It is based on connection, loyalty, trust, and a promise to stand together through every season of life. Life will change. Circumstances will change. People will change. But when two people build their relationship on respect and genuine love, their bond becomes stronger than the challenges around them. The beauty of finding the right wife is that you no longer feel like you are walking through life alone. You have someone to share your victories with, someone to comfort you during your failures, and someone who reminds you that every day is a new opportunity. She becomes the person whose happiness brings you happiness. Her smile becomes your peace. Her dreams become important to you. Her pain becomes something you want to help heal. That is when love reaches its deepest meaning. When another person's happiness becomes connected to your own. Never underestimate the power of being grateful for your partner. A simple moment of appreciation can strengthen a relationship. A simple act of kindness can repair a difficult day. A simple expression of love can remind someone why they chose you. The right wife is not found by luck alone. She is found when two people are ready to give, sacrifice, understand, and grow together. A beautiful relationship requires two hearts that are willing to learn from each other and support each other. So if you have found the woman who brings peace to your heart, do not take that blessing lightly. Protect it, respect it, nurture it. Because a loving wife is not just a companion for today. She is a partner for every tomorrow. At the end of the journey, the greatest memories will not be about the things you collected or the places you visited. The greatest memories will be about the person who stood beside you and made every moment special. The greatest gift of life is finding the right wife. A person who turns your struggles into strength, your dreams into possibilities, and your life into a beautiful story of love, commitment, and togetherness. As this journey comes to an end, remember that finding the right wife is not just about finding someone to share your life with. It is about finding someone who makes your life more valuable. A true partner is not measured by perfection, but by the love, loyalty, and kindness they bring into your world. The right wife is a blessing that turns ordinary days into beautiful memories. She is the person who stands with you when the world feels uncertain, who celebrates your victories, and who gives you strength when you feel weak. She becomes your peace in chaos, your happiness in difficult times, and your companion through every chapter of life. But a beautiful relationship is not built only by finding the right person. It is built by becoming the right person for them. Love requires effort, respect, patience, and understanding. Every day is an opportunity to show your partner how much they mean to you. A small act of kindness, a sincere apology, a loving word, or simply being present can create a bond that lasts a lifetime. Never forget to appreciate the person who chooses you every day. Never take their love for granted. Protect their heart, respect their dreams, and remind them that they are one of the greatest blessings in your life. Because at the end of the day, the greatest achievement is not only what you build in the world, but what you build with the person you love. A successful life is not just about reaching your goals. It is about having someone beside you who makes the journey meaningful. When you find the right wife, you find more than a partner. You find a best friend, a supporter, a source of comfort, and a person who makes every moment of life more beautiful. So cherish the love you have, be grateful for the person beside you, and continue choosing each other through every season of life. Because true love is not about finding someone you can live with. It is about finding someone you cannot imagine living without. The greatest gift of life is finding the right wife, a person who becomes your home, your happiness, and your forever.